have to take 2 because he ripped my wire out. So second time, Vidal.
Viddal, will we ever see you on a Misfits event?
I don't think you will see me on a Misfits event. I'm happy where I am.
Lovely. There's nobody you have beef with? Nobody at all?
Say again?
Nobody you have beef with? Nobody at all?
No. I don't. People have beef with me. I don't have beef with no one.
What about T-Bone? What about T-Bone?
What, my boy?
Yeah.
He might be on it. He might be on it. Yeah. I might train him up. I can't lie. I've been thinking about it. We've been talking about it. I want to train him up, and then I might slip him in the mix.
One more.
What predictions on KSI Temper?
JJ wins either by decision or 5th or 6th round KO.
One more.
Do you think YouTube boxing is doing more harm for actual boxing, or is it doing good?
No. First of all, we're not saying YouTube boxing no more. Crossover boxing. And it's not doing no harm at all.
Do you think it's taking attention away from actual boxers? Not actual boxers, like professional.
I think that's not crossover boxing's problem. I think that's for the traditional world to keep up and move, innit? If other people are moving, move. You can't stay still and complain. You gotta move.
Right, gentlemen, I need you to shout out October Red Boxing because that's my channel. As loud as you can, please.
Yeah, let's go. October Red Boxing!
Let's go. And that the red button still on. Thought I'd do something different.
Oh, what? Lee's
all
back,
three
yeah?
of us.
So
All
we're gonna
three of
go in the
us.
middle then. You gotta go in the middle.
I don't know. Right, October Red Boxing here with Vidal Riley. And is it Wills?
Yeah, Wills. Leon, Wills. Yeah.
It is Wills.
Because I always try and look for your real name and I can never find it.
Leon Wills.
Right, you sound like police over there. I'm trying to look for your real name.
The irony. Anyway, we are here at Box Park for Series 4 of the Misfits, and we will say the crossover events boxing. Your words, gentlemen, how do you think this boxing is going so far?
It's growing, isn't it? They just signed a 5-year deal. The shows are getting better and better. You're looking up the card. There's competitive fights all the way up to the main event. Shout out to JJ, shout out to the team who's putting it together.
Yeah, it's getting better and better. It's growing. And it's, you know what it is? In the next 5 years, I think the whole boxing and crossover boxing is going to be totally different. And so that's what I like. And hold tight, Mams. I spoke to Mams. And there's a lot of big things happening.
What are your thoughts then? Because I've got a little theory that basically they're going to start to include the normal boxing or the traditional boxing with on the Misfits cards. I can see that happening. What do you think of that?
Yeah, eventually it's going to happen. It has to happen. Because the audience is there.
Yeah. It will happen. I think it won't happen for a while. I think the crossover boxing are going to build up their thing separately. Like, we don't need to put you on. And then I think as time progresses, it will merge closer.
But we've had like a major development because DAZN, as you know, is a main broadcaster for Matchroom Boxing.
Right.
And they have now stepped on board and signed a 5-year deal with Misfits. Talk to me about the appetite that there is for this crossover boxing for a massive broadcaster, a worldwide broadcaster such as DAZN, saying, you know what, I think I want a piece of this.
Listen, I think they were the first people to get involved in it. They saw a vision for it, and now they've seen a second phase where it can be executed again. But with all that being said, Sky is the better network.
Oh yes, of course, because you are a Sky boxer fighter.
Right.
But we are simply talking broadcasters for the crossover.
I gave them their props, but I'm just saying.
And your thoughts, Leon, can you be more objective?
Yeah, I can. Big up the zone. Doing well. They're smart. They saw an opportunity. They took it. And then they've offered them a 5-year deal. I guarantee it's going to get extended. As we see the sports growing, now we're seeing more professional coaches come in the game. Deontay Wilder's coach, Malik Scott, is now coaching Temper. What's her name? Elbrook is training with Mark Tibbs. Who else is there? Jack Rabbit Gym's involved now. They've got a lot of people in their gym. So we're seeing the development of the sport, which is great. So it means the sport's growing. And now we're going to see a lot of people that are, some people are not even YouTubers yet. They might be YouTubers in the next 2 years. They're going to start training now. So when they enter the game, they're going to enter the game ready.
I like that, like the foresight to say, okay, I need to be a boxer before I get into YouTube. But imagine that, how insane does that sound?
Listen, you know what? It's a new age, it's a new wave. The world has to move. You know what I mean? If the guys that was making the cars in 1920 try and make them today the same way, No one's driving that. You have to move with the times, and everyone still wants the car. So boxing is the car in this case. People want the boxing, give them the boxing any which way you can. Just make sure everyone's safe.
But what I will do, I will shout out you two because I watch, as you know, I watch your podcast anyway.
50 foul.
And I'm telling you now, the best one that I've seen, I love the AJ breakdown, we've discussed that. But the conversation that you had with AT, and what I didn't realise is us as black people, there are so many cultural differences across the pond that I wasn't aware of, and that video was like education to me. Because I mean, if you're light skinned, I'm white.
No, for real. I didn't. The thing is, the cultural differences, you don't recognize it. So you can say something, and then you don't know how he's receiving it. But the thing that we rate about Pretty Boy Taylor, and why we wanted to bring him on the show, he will say what he says online when he sees you, and you man can have a conversation. And you can have a conversation, and he just enlightened us, didn't it? But I didn't say it anyway. He said it.
It was me. But yeah, I didn't know. But now I know, so it's good, man. It's good that we can talk about things. And I first met Pretty Boy properly in Dubai. We had a conversation. It was a good conversation. I thought, you know what? We need him on the show. And it was a great conversation we had. Great interview. So yeah, big up Pretty Boy. Good luck in your fight tomorrow. And yeah, can't wait to see the show.
But thanks to your pod, I knew that he was homeless, that he lived in his car and on the streets, that he got a call from a mate to go and do dancing.
He was a Chippendale, yeah.
All of that is from what your pod has done. So it's kind of like a little bit of a big up to say big up what you guys are doing. I know you got the big followers anyway, but it doesn't hurt to get another compliment now and again.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You keep doing what you're doing too.
Your fight then?
Yeah.
And is it Taj?
Yeah.
I've seen him box before. February the 11th. Talk to me about that.
I thought you was going to tell me something, because you said you see him box before. I thought you was going to give me a little...
It was in the tournaments.
Okay. Well, you know, he's got a good amateur background.
Yeah, he has actually.
He comes to fight, he got motivation, you know what I mean? He wants to win. But it don't matter. I'm just going to do what I do, innit? I can't say no more than that. I'm just going to do what I do.
How's his training going?
Our training's going great. In camp, everything's great. Getting stronger and stronger at each camp. Looking sharper and sharper each camp. The IQ's growing. Bro, we're doing good, man. We're happy over here, man. No stress over here.
No stress. We the best.
And say less. And on that note, we're going to call it a day. Listen, I'll see you fight night. Thank you so much, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure. Keep doing what you're doing. And as we say at October Red, stay ready.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. See you fight night.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.